Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. I'm back. I got the ship here, and I used like the end of a spray can, and it got a little sticky and nasty. And that was my fault. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some of this Walmart burnt umber paint. It's just a dark brown. I'm gonna get a damp brush of my nasty paint water, and I'm gonna send that out. And I'm gonna paint this thing dark brown. I'm trying to get in some of those gaps, but I don't care how perfect it is really at this point, because I'm going to do other colors and lighten it up some. But I am going to make sure that I finish up a side painting down in an attempt to make it look kind of like there's some texture of strokes there. I don't know if that's going to matter, but it might. And if it does, that's awesome. Now you see how that's kind of popping and stuff there? That's because the paint bubbled, the spray bubbled. So it might pop a few times. If I'm not lucky, and it looks like I'm not lucky, it's going to keep popping. Get a little bit more water. And do my inside. And I'm just going to kind of drag that across the best I can. Try to not leave too many. Alright, I'm done with that brush for now. I'm going to set this off to the side so I don't dry that. Alright, I'm going to get another brush, and I'm going to do that, coat that on the outside again. I wish I hadn't got that brush all dried up, or all soaked in water. So I'm going to get my paint, and I'm just going to come back and try to redo that, getting any loose paint that I had. And I'm just going to drag that down, try to cover those up the best I can. I'm going to do that on both sides. Getting any loose stuff I have. And I think the inside looks okay for the most part. I'm going to try to get that inner rim a little bit better. Just get rid of some of the black. That's all I'm doing. It's just pimping my ride on it a little bit. Alright, I just threw that in the water like a dumbass. That means I don't learn. Alright, I'm going to get a light gray and a smaller brush. that does the same job. This is called Country Gray. And this brush is a little bit damp, so it's probably not ideal for this. Oh well. I'm going to lighten that up. Not too much. Then I'm going to kind of lightly drag it along here, like that. And add some wear and tear. And then I'm just going to kind of pull it down and hope that it looks a little bit like lumber texture. But if it doesn't, I won't cry. See, I had some messy hot glue stuff that I didn't clean up on the outside. That's okay. Your party will just be happy to have another boat on the table besides the big beautiful boat you built for the party, right? My best friend, I don't know if best friend's a fair term. He's more like a brother. He's been in my family forever. He is making me a ship the way ships are actually made. Somehow, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've seen parts of it. He gave me a part of it they brought that he messed up on to play with and to build something out of. I just haven't brought it down here yet. Okay. Once you got that all lightened up, I think the appropriate thing to do would be to put a wash to make those planks a little bit more noticeable. My planks don't have any dividers in them at all, so if I really wanted to, I could come in here and make little lines. And I'm pretty sure that those will be noticeable with a wash. So to do my wash, since I'm lazy, I'm going to get one of those brushes I just used. I'm going to shake it in my nasty paint water a little bit. Shake my wash. There we go. And get my wash. I'm going to wipe it around on the insides and gross that up a little bit. There we go. And hopefully, I might need to do a little bit more in there, make it a little better. Okay. Get a little bit more water. I don't want it to be too dark. Okay, something like that. Then I'm going to let that dry. I'm not going to do it on the outside because you can definitely see the planks well on the outside, but those aren't real planks. None of it's real planks, but those aren't really divided. Those are just little thin cuts I made in the cardboard, right? Yeah, you're definitely going to see the dark lines. Not if I air dry it like this all the way, though. But you're going to see them. See right there how I just take the glare off it. You can see them. So anyways, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to clear coat it, and then I'm going to have another boat on the table. And you can just simulate that there's a sail, or you can simulate that there's a bunch of rowers. You can simulate there's a rudder. You can make where the guy's standing and drive it. You can do whatever you want. I might make some accessories for any kind of boat like this. But this shit was just, I couldn't live with it. It was too terrible and dumb. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave comments, and don't forget the new Dungeon Swag launch is coming, where Tom and I designed all the minis, and it's going to be super fun. So we'll see you there. Laters.